What's up, Straight Talk Society? This is your host, Trevor, and I'm back with another episode of Straight Talk with Trevor.
Because the ladies from Pour Your Heart Out
no
will
topic
be over
is
here
off
to
limits.
join the panel.
Plus, but it's a must, you gon' respect this. Plus, the nuts will touch the dust, you try to check this. You ain't
The
insane.
MMA brothers, Bones and Zay, have pre and post shows to the MMA shows. And I am your host, Mr. Straight Talk, the man with the greatest beard on YouTube. Oh, I love throwing that in there. Real quick, I am back on Facebook. I guess they took me out of jail. I was able to connect the channel back.
Due to the increasing level of incompetence and the major lack of transparency, the Straight Talk Society will no longer maintain a presence on Facebook.
Make sure and hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Man Talk Monday. This is the flagship show of the Straight Talk Society. This is the show that you're going to get all your, drama topics. This is a show that you may get your arguments. This is a show where we're going to talk about not one specific thing, but we dabble around the world of pop culture and the men just banter about it. So that's what this show is. But if this show isn't for you, and I don't know why it wouldn't be, but we also have other shows. The highly acclaimed Tape Fist Politics, Venkat, Mike, MD, and Ricardo do such a fantastic job with that. That's every Tuesday at 6 o'clock. Hey, if that doesn't fancy your boat, then be sure to tune into Wrestling with Reality. Today we have the return of Straight Talk Therapy Sessions with the one and only Dr. Mia. So y'all be sure and tune into that. So tonight we have a fantastic show tonight, the Straight Talk Society. We will not go over that 2.5 hour mark. So Mike, you ain't got no shirt on, right?
I never have clothes on, bro.
But I'm saying you like right on the like crazy.
My bad. I don't like clothes, bro. Anybody that knows me, my
crazy. Oh, what is up, Straight Talk Society? This is your host, Trevor, and I'm back with another episode of the Straight Talk Sessions, the Man Talk Monday edition, live on the Straight Talk Society. And we are back, and I think tonight we're going to be at full strength. First time in 2024, we will have the entire crew. And I already see one of them in the back right now. So tonight's show is entitled Save Our Babies. That's going to be we're going to save that for last, just because I was sent a disturbing video that I'm pretty sure everybody's probably seen already. If you have any presence on social media, it's been shared like 1 million times. So we will be discussing that towards the end. And like I said, these shows, the Man Talk Monday portion of the show will not exceed 90 minutes. So we will have you out of here before 8 o'clock so you can watch who is it, Tampa Bay and Philly tonight. Hey, I mean, football for me is over. We went out in a flame of hot garbage. If you haven't checked out the Dolphin deep dive that I did right after the Kansas City Chiefs embarrassed the Miami Dolphins on national TV. And what was funny, I just saw today that game was the largest streamed anything as far as TV in the history of streaming. 110 million streams on Peacock. So 110 million homes got to watch the Dolphins just get brutalized. And put up zero effort, and it's just a whole nother year, and I got to wait all the way until September to try to do it again. But nevertheless, it is a story of the Dolphin fans. It is our story. what 25 years without a playoff win. It's brutal. I mean, it's brutal, but we are not alone on the couch because we do have the Dallas Cowboys joining us. Because my goodness, the Dallas Cowboys made me a couple of dollars richer because I knew that they weren't going to beat the Green Bay Packers. I just didn't know it was going to be that bad. So I did place a little wager on it just because of the odds were too great for me not to take. So I did dabble in that a little bit, and it was successful for me. Looks like my Pittsburgh over Buffalo pick is not going to be good because right now I think it's 21-0. So hey, you can't win them all. But what we have coming up on the Straight Talk Society? We do have tomorrow night the return of Tape Fist Politics. You know, they took a little vacation, but they will be back tomorrow. So Tape Fist Politics will be back tomorrow night, and they will be doing a 2023 political year in review. So they're basically going to review the political year that was 2023. Then the following week, so it is here, you guys know we've been talking about this. We're going to do a show. It's going to be a different format from your standard Tape Fist Politics. It's just going to be an open, all-out battle. MD has a specific stance, and we don't agree with it, so we're just going to have an open panel discussion. And we're just gonna put it all out on the line. And the topic of that show is the politics of blackness, because MD doesn't consider us black as immigrants. So, and that would be me, Mike, and Ricardo not being born here. And that's a YouTube talking point. Ever since I came on YouTube, I see that a lot, especially with like Black Americans. They blame everybody for everything. Not all of them, but the ones that blame everybody for everything, they seem to tend to want to poke at the immigrants as being their problem. Where when we're just like, hey bro, we're just here trying to make it just like you guys, they like to point at us like we're the reason they're in the condition that they're in, without looking at who the real reason is, because God forbid they point the finger at who's really holding them back. They like to point the finger at the person that looks like them. So that's what we're going to be discussing next week, Thursday. Then Wednesday on Wrestling with Reality, we're going to do something that's never been done on Wrestling with Reality before. The main event of that show will be discussing a TNA pay-per-view. That's right. We will be discussing TNA, Impact Wrestling. I do not watch Impact Wrestling, but I did have a chance to watch their pay-per-view from over the weekend. So I'm going to give my thoughts on it. I know MD watched it. I don't know if Venkat got a chance to watch it, but nevertheless, at least me and MD will be discussing that. Then Thursday, we do have another debate. Thursday, January 18th at 6 p.m. Peter Cox will be taking on Reginald Young. And the topic of that debate is, does Matthew 28:19 mean the baptizer must say, I baptize you in the name of Jesus Christ, for it to be valid? So we got that coming up. Then I think we got debates the next 4 Thursdays after that. There's going to be some presentations. If you haven't checked out the presentation from last Thursday, you had Stacey Mobley taking on the Israelites, basically. And it stayed cordial. It started getting wild towards the end, but we were able to keep it cordial to where they didn't go crazy like they have in the past. You know, so that was a good thing that we did have that discussion, and from that discussion, it's, you know, it just causing more things now. So just more things are coming out. A lot of it is just a lot of doctrinal issues. Nobody wants to be wrong. Nobody wants to ever admit that what they teach or what they learn is probably not true according to the Bible. So that's why we have these discussions. Let me check these comments. I do see you guys Peace, one love. Shout out to the greatest moderator in the business, Keela. Shout out to Ricardo. Let me see. Ricardo says, "Oh, it's no holds barred episode. Black Americans don't feel like black immigrants are black like they are." Yeah, it's weird, man. It's been a talking point ever since I joined YouTube vocally. Maybe about a year ago. You guys know that I was over at the arena, and that was always the big thing. Yanga. It was started with Yanga, then MD came over, and MD just took it to a whole nother level, because one thing I say about MD, MD brings you the book. So MD will bring you laws, he'll bring you definitions, he'll bring you things like that. A lot of these guys just shoot from the hip. I'm a hip shooter. Ricardo and Mike are going to be the ones that's going to be coming to him by the letter of the law. Me, I'm just going to be throwing in my jabs, shooting from the hip, doing things like that. So I'll admit it, when it comes to the politics, I'm not as well versed. But what I do is I see with my eyeballs. You know what I'm saying? So I look and see what I see going on in the world. And I just say to those of you who feel that way, we're not your problems. We're not your enemies. Maybe if you guys would try to work with us more, then you would be in the position of the people that you think are ahead of you. Because it's weird. I don't think Arabic people, if you're Arabian, if you're of Arabic blood, that doesn't mean that you come from one country. That's a whole collection of countries. Indian, but those people work together. So that's all I'm saying. I don't understand why we look alike, but we come from different places. You guys feel like, oh, we don't have, we aren't the same. You're more blacker than me because, truth of the matter is our grandparents all probably got raped by slave masters. I mean, and that's just as true. That's just that's as easy as I could put it. So that great blackness that you guys think you have ownership to, you probably don't. There's some white guy that probably bust that up down the line, somewhere down the line. So there you have it with that. I do see Wayne and Kevin in the back. I know Mike is on his way. So on the other side, we are going to be back with what you guys came to see. And that is Man Talk Monday, right here on Straight Talk Society.
Acknowledge me. Come take a walk through my heart, a stroll through my soul. Been smart from the start, wasn't taught, wasn't told. You could climb through my mind, or fly through my eye. And in time you will find what I rhyme is not a lie. Come take a walk through my heart, a stroll through my soul. Been smart from the start, wasn't taught, wasn't told. You could climb through my mind, or fly through my eye. And in time you will find what I rhyme is not a lie. See you dealing with a vicious mind, heart cold like Christmas time. Every time I write a rhyme, put it all on the line. No need to hold my tongue, hold the mic like you hold a gun. Haters, I'm the chosen one, fakers, I don't roll with none. Don't you ever test my heart, been a rebel from the start. I ain't got time to play no games, I'm too busy playing my part. Keep my mind on my mission, living by my premonitions. Through the world with blurry vision, stressing in high definition. Walking the path unknown to most, the ones that I love, I hold them close. Every rhyme I wrote was dope, no jokes, so folks can overdose. Lyrically, I'm legendary, yes, I'm very necessary. Fast to see my adversaries buried in the cemetery. Yeah.
Straight Talk Sessions live.
You
gonna acknowledge me.
It's Monday. It's Mad Talk Monday.
Bad times don't last, but bad guys do.
But we have a responsibility and a duty to be fathers, not to just make babies, but to be real fathers. And you can't expect any good to come to you if you don't visit any good on your son or your daughter. So be a man.
Oh, yeah. And we are live back at full strength for the first time since 2024. I did forget to tell you guys, we will be releasing these Straight Talk Society shirts real soon. Like I said, before this month is up, we will be at least giving you the info as to how to get them. But I do see my co-hosts are on the panel. So without further ado, young Kev, what's up, man?
Ski. What up, my boys? What up, Trev?
I can't with him. I can't. And Mr. Manosphere himself, man. I can't wait to hear what he has to say today. Big Wayne in the building. What's up, Wayne?
What it is. And I know I had some tech difficulties last week, but if y'all see at that handsome man that's on that profile, when you see him, just please understand that all men are the prize, baby. All good men are the prize.
and Money Mike, what's up, man?
I'm seriously considering driving to Kevin's house and taking his phone and anything that can record his voice.
Shout out to Kev, Mike, and Trev, man. What up, fellas?
What up, fellas? What's poppin'?
Hey, as we're talking, I'm getting the text message. So I guess now these guys have found a way to clone 954 numbers. So now somebody's sending me a number from a 954 number saying that they want to bend me over. You see the type of dudes that I had to deal with on a daily basis. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. These guys are ridiculous, but nevertheless,
that's what Jesus would do, right?
Huh?
Because that's what Jesus would do.
Yeah, I guess. But nevertheless,
wow.
Wayne mentioned him, and I did want to start off with Wayne because he was not here last week. And we ended off the show with the men being the catch. So before we get into today's show, I do want to hear from Wayne just his summary of what he had to add to that, because I do see that he has King Jonathan Owens as his avatar. And by the way, he played a hell of a game last night in their destruction of the Dallas Cowboys. So Wayne, so
he's gonna get a big contract, by the way.
Yeah, Ricardo, I have no idea what's wrong with these guys, man. Like they literally hold on, because now somebody's calling me. So let's see if they say something. Let me put them on the speaker and see what they got to say. What you got to say? See the cowards. Can y'all hear these cowards? They won't say anything. He'll just call my phone and just make noise in the back. Won't you say something, Queer? Yeah. See, I thought so. That's what they do.
That's what they do. Like a man who has a dry crotch.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Dry for a long time,
bro. These dudes, they literally.
How do you, as a grown man, have that kind of time?
I don't know, bro. That kind of time? I don't even have time to answer it.
How do you have that kind of time?
Bro, never had to stop and take a breath and be like, all right, let's see what this. Bro, how lame are you as a human?
They send me messages. I'm telling you, I got a new phone, and I'm not gonna change my number, but I got a new phone. So the other phone has all the messages that they'd send me on a daily basis. Some from New Jersey, some from Missouri. Like I'd get messages from Georgia. I'm getting messages from all over. And now they're getting bold to actually call me, but they won't say anything. They'll literally just sit in the background and just make noises. But that just goes to show that we're getting the word out and we're affecting some people. So that's all good. So, Mr. Jonathan Owen, aka Big Wayne, what
Yes,
what
sir.
do you what do you got? What do you got to summarize last week?
First of all, I just want to say that when this story went viral, I was disgusted at the response from the black community, from both sides, right? Because and I want somebody to explain to me, either in the chat or I don't know if you Facebook Live as well, but somebody explain to me, if you even want to come on the panel, what's wrong with a black man saying he's the prize? What's wrong with that? I don't get it. This man has made a career making money, okay? No kids, no baby mama, no criminal record. He kept his face clean. He worked his way all up to the NFL to a millionaire. By the way, because they was calling the guy a bum because they was like, well, Simone Biles make more money than him. Well, Simone is about worth around 16 million right now. I mean, I Googled it. I don't know how true it is, but they're saying her net worth is 16 million. This guy is he's a free agent this year. He's about to sign his new contract next year, which is going to be double what Simone is worth. Okay. So please take note and believe that. But my whole thing is back to the interview is I don't understand. He's just telling the story, number one. Number two, Simone is there and she's co-signing everything that he's saying, basically. Right? And the man said, I believe all good men are the prize. What's wrong with that? She went after him. She went after what she wanted. Oh, and by the way, he made her a wife, not a baby mama, a wife. So I don't understand the pushback that this man was getting because he said men not a prize. What's wrong with a good man being the prize? I mean, some of these women out here chasing other women's husbands, right? And they don't get that. Some of these women's out here chasing other women's baby mom fathers. And nobody blink an eye. But
Future.
Simone Biles travels and go and see this guy, and it's an issue. like the black community is so screwed up. But again, it's the matriarchy. And I tell MD, Kevin, if y'all don't think we live in a matriarchy, y'all got to be out of y'all mind. Out of y'all mind. I mean, that kind of sound like that sound familiar. A black man saying he's too uppity, and everybody's like, nigga, you should be thinking you too uppity. That don't sound familiar to y'all. That don't take y'all back a little bit. Let me stop. I'll stop.
So is interesting though. You talk about his new contract that he's about to get, because he's absolutely about to get paid. And you made one comment that you said that was so true. The women that were telling her that she should leave him, they were single. So again, you have people that'll never be wives, people that'll never know what it's like to be married, telling a married woman what they should do. And that's just a sad reality of where we are.
And he didn't make her a baby mama first. He married her. He made her a wife. You got some
Gentlemen,
women out here just straight up baby mamas, and that's it. And you
I,
criticizing this man?
I
I'm sorry.
think
Go
you
ahead.
I think you're seeing the wrong thing in this story.
Go ahead, brother.
What we need to see is that there are Simone Bileses out there. That's what we need to see. There's a woman that not only stood by her man, she agreed with him that he was the prize. And then when these women came for her, she laughed and did this.
Great point. Great point. Great take.
You feel me? She not
Great
worried
take.
about
Great
them.
point.
Yo, if you look on my IG, I posted a story today about this woman who got mad at this guy because she's telling him a story about how her husband, they got married and she didn't know he had 4 kids. And the guy said, dang, what the sex must have been that good. And then she had an attitude. And a person who I really like was like, oh, so why is she the fault? Why is she at fault? That she was misguided by her husband. And I like shook my head and I said, if the roles were reversed and this was a man talking about he married a woman that had 4 kids and he didn't know about it before they got married, you would be telling me what kind of moron married somebody who don't do background checks on people who don't. I was like, so just act like it's a man and use your
Yeah.
common sense, because apparently whenever it's team woman, they take common sense and it just goes out the window.
Facts.
So any woman that this is new year, new Mike. The women that do this, stay on that side. I appreciate you over there. Stay over there. I need Simone Biles and her homegirls. Come holler at your boy. Cause I ain't got time. I ain't got half the time for it, bro. I'm gonna link them with the people that's calling Trevor, and y'all can just go have a dandy time in the corner. Cause we don't need you in the community. That's a big fact. And take Kev too.
Don't put me into this.
Speaking of Kev, before we move on, Kev, I told you I was gonna put you in the spot. So I found out a couple of weeks ago that Kev is a real nutrition buff, and we did talk about going forward this year that we were going to start focusing a lot on, you know, like the stock market and, you know, just financial tips and overall health tips. So Kev, this your moment. You on the clock. Give us some, what we gonna call this, Kev's nutritional corner, or Kev's fitness facts, or whatever you want to call it. Go and give us your tips of the day. That'll help us as black men be better going forward health wise.
Oof, I'm on the spotlight.
Because you can't do it relationship wise.
Sure can. He'll be like, go wax your girlfriend.
That might help your relationship. I don't know. But,
I've done it before. It doesn't.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. But I would say nutrition is pretty easy. We just got to understand what is the difference between organic and like non-organic. So the things that are God made, that are like not bioengineered, things that you can't buy off a shelf, you know, with all those chemicals that's in it. Those are things that will kind of make life easier to navigate. So the way I see things, going by fruits and vegetables and making sure that they are actually organic. So like the sticker that you see on them would have a number 9. That's going to show you that it's non-GMO, that it does not have pesticides. Those are the foods you're going to want to eat. And then when it comes to foods that don't have that sticker, or are in a can or on a shelf that has more than just, you know, corn in it, or more than just tomatoes in it, you're going to want to at least not eat as much, or just avoid in general. But yeah, I wish I had a better presentation, but I'll get better in the future. But
what brought this on? What brought this on for you though?
What brought this on?
Yeah.
Because of my own health issues, and you know, as I like did the research, I learned that my health issues were coming from the actual foods that I was eating, and also with like my parents. So my parents have like diabetes and high blood pressure and things like that. I'm learning now that it's coming from foods, especially like sugars. Sugars are really bad for you. And once I realized that, okay, even if like the jar of, I don't know, tomato paste has like, you know, all these nice pictures on it, says, you know, natural or made with tomatoes, natural tomatoes. If you look on the back, it has all the information that you need ingredients wise. It says like, okay, there's tomatoes, there's cornstarch, there's sugars, there's this and there's that. And then that made me realize like, okay, there's the natural and then there's the unnatural. So that's where I transition.
All right. So there you go, Kev's nutritional corner, or creative corner, whatever we're gonna call it. But and again, they say Mike is into his coins, bitcoins, and all that good stuff. Wayne is good with money tips. So every week we'll be throwing out a different things. So now this person is telling me that they hacked my account and they're gonna shut my YouTube channel down. So just so you guys know. So
tell them to steal $350 from you and send it to my account.
So this
I need $350.
Man, I cannot be so obsessed with another man like this. This is crazy.
I couldn't be obsessed with a woman, much less a man. Nobody.
Yeah, I've never been obsessed with anything like this in my life. So anyway, nevertheless, here we go. So let's get into the show, fellas. We are going to take a little pivot because I did have a couple of different things on the docket, but Kev sent me an interesting video and it stirred up quite a conversation. So let's see how far we go into this before we get into the main event. So let me bring this screen up. Oh, I already got it up. And here we go. Everybody sees their favorite person, Dr. Umar.
Emotionally damaged people are always sexually promiscuous. Let me say this again. If you are traumatized, if you are emotionally damaged, you are promiscuous. And do you want to know why?
Why is that?
Emotionally traumatized people require constant validation from others. You married to a woman who's been traumatized, abuse, abandonment, whatever. When you're not around her for too many days, she has to entertain another man because her trauma dictates constant validation. And constant validation means I must have a man in my personal space. You ever date a woman who was crazy about you? She absolutely loved you, so you thought. It was really addiction.
Yeah.
When you finally let her go, when you finally got her to stop stalking you, she ended up with another man like that. And your ego took a hit. You said, wait a minute. I know that woman was crazy about me. Climbed in my window, came to my... You understand? She was... She was crazy about your presence in her life. And the minute you distance yourself from her life, she found a replacement without a problem. Emotionally damaged people are promiscuous because they cannot go without constant validation.
They need that validation.
They need it. Most of our promiscuous women are damaged women. They're not having sex because they love having sex. They're having sex because they have learned this is the only way I can get a man's attention.
All right. Kev, you sent me this video, so you start first. I'm not going to say much about this. I'll wait until all you guys go, just because this isn't anything that I haven't already spewed months ago. What's up? What you got on this, Kev?
Oh no, I gotta agree with Dr. Umar, and it definitely hit me because when I was in the streets, in the cold streets, I used to dabble with women who were emotionally damaged, and yeah, the one common thing that would happen is that there was something that happened in their past, something that happened with their parents, something that happened with their significant other that changed them into that person that they are today. So that's why when I see like some of these videos on the internet, and some of the criticism I have when it comes to the culture, for other people, they just see like a bad person. For me, I see a person who was hurt in some type of way, and then they end up continuing that cycle of abuse. So yeah, I definitely agree with that. I definitely agree with men. I know with men, they feel like being with, a ton of women at once in their lifetime, like, oh, and even counting the numbers or like using it as like a trophy system, like, oh, I got with this girl, I got with that girl, or some of them even justify like having sex at a really young age, and they're not even understanding that they're watering down the intimacy of sex, and they're also watering down the value of it and also the value of that person that they're with. So I definitely got to agree. Even if people have issues with Dr. Umar himself, the guy knows what he's talking about. So definitely got to agree with it.
We know who that was a shot at. Normally I would go to Wayne, but I got to say Wayne the last on this one. Mike, what you got on this?
I would like everybody to notice that Kevin couldn't wait to make a reference as to why guys.
Did you get that? Did you?
I got it.
I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up.
Sir.
He couldn't wait to say something
Go ahead,
about
Mike.
guys. Wouldn't say a word about women. Wouldn't say a word. I'm gonna say this to you, Kev. You sit around feeling sorry, worrying about, hoping to help these horribly traumatized women, and you're gonna wake up with no bank account and crabs. Cause that's what's gonna happen. You can worry about them if you want to. They gonna run through you in your pockets and be with your homeboy by the next night. You can sit there and worry about, she's hurt, she's damaged. There's a whole long line of simps that said them same words. So you go ahead and sign up. I'm gonna be here to laugh at you. I'm probably loan you $20 too, but I'm gonna laugh at you first. I don't 100% disagree with homeboy. Like, hurt people do stupid things. True. But the second part of that is, as an adult, you're supposed to recognize your issues and take steps to rectify it. This is the same thing as 50-year-old people talking about my mama did this, my daddy did that. You're 50. Go get counseling and shut up. I don't want to hear it. That's what I'm saying. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not disillusioned to think that people aren't hurt. I'm not disillusioned to think that people aren't going through stuff. I've said things that I've gone through on here, and it's hard. But I try to get counseling. I try to get help. I make sure my child is safe so she doesn't go through anything like that. I make sure this is not a generational curse. If your grandma went through the same thing your mom went through, is going through the same thing you going through, maybe it's time somebody did something different. Just a thought. I'm just saying.
So I'm glad that everybody caught that. Shout out to Moon Goddess in the building. Shout out to Cliff in the building. Hey, Wayne is on you.
I'm gonna keep it light, bro, because I don't want to mess up the channel.
No.
First of all, First of all, I want to say, and this is why Dr. Umar is a POS in my book, because if you listen to what he's saying, again, he's giving women a way out. I'm not saying that there are a certain percentage of women that do that, but in the manosphere, we just call that monkey branching. That's basically what they do. Okay, there's a lot of women that a lot of times they hold on to one guy, and if they get bored with that guy, they're done with that guy. They're not going to leave that guy till they find somebody else. We call it monkey branching, and a lot of women are guilty of that. And my whole thing is, when women is doing something, it's always she's traumatized, somebody done her wrong. But men do the same thing. We just a piece of shit. We just want, you heard Kelvin, all we want to do is just sling cock everywhere, and we just want to validate ourselves. You know what I'm saying? I like chicken wings, okay? And I'm like, well, I want to eat a lot of chicken wings. What's wrong with that? Okay, what's wrong with a man want to get ass? What's wrong with it? Why are men being demonized because he want to have sex? Why? What's wrong with that? Right? But women ain't demonized when she want a man who got money, and if you ain't got enough money after she spent your money, I'm gonna go to the next man who got a bigger bag than you got. Ain't nothing wrong with that though. Yeah, the simpery in some black men is ridiculous. And this is why some women, and this is why the black community is a matriarchy. That's and women run circles around these black men because they do not understand. You don't get the book and you don't read it. You just walk past the book of black women. The nature of black women, you just walk past that book. And that's why these women run circles around these dudes. But Dr. Umar himself, he's a POS. I mean, he's in the pandering game right now. Over 10 years, still no school, right? Taking black folk money, still no school. He's unproven. You know what I'm saying? So, I see him on a couple of podcasts that go after black men, and I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? He know what podcast to go on. He know who to dodge from. He know what questions to dodge from, right? So, screw Dr. Umar. I'm gonna keep it clean, but that's just how I feel about it. He's a fraud. I'm not saying that certain things. I'm not saying that certain things that he say isn't correct, but overall, the dude's a fraud. But go ahead, Kev.
I'm just wondering why you need to sling cock everywhere.
Because that's my nature. That's what I feel like. Just like it's in a woman's nature. Hypergamy is in a woman's nature. She goes after the best. She wants the best man available. And if you ain't making the cut, she's gonna move on from you. She will not get wet for you. That's her nature. I like to fuck. Okay. And it don't make me a
Whoa.
fucking demon because I like to have sex. I'm sorry. I'm my bad. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm my bad. I'll pay for that F-bomb. But I like sex. And I'm tired of people want to demonize men because men want to have sex. If I'm a single man and me and a woman got a vibe and she want to have sex, we gonna have sex. And if I don't like her vibe, I'm gonna move on after that. I'm not gonna stay with her just because I'm getting sex for her. Now I gotta stay with her. No, that's what the culture tell her. The culture tell her just because she gives me her body and her attitude stinks, I still gotta stick around. You know, if I don't want to attach myself to a woman, then I don't have to. And what's wrong with that? Like y'all say, y'all don't have a problem going out a woman going after a man's wallet and his resources. Y'all don't have a problem with that.
So Wayne and Mike, this goes back. So Mike always likes to say you're infantile in women. Wayne is saying pandering, but Wayne brings up a good point. Let's go back to the monogamy conversation. I've always said I don't think men, humans in general, we're not designed to be monogamous. As a matter of fact,
Exactly.
We're the only animal. I know Zay told me like dolphins or something, but who cares about that?
And penguin,
We're
the king penguin.
yeah, so like something ridiculous that we'll never
Right.
see. We're the only animal on earth that is supposed to be monogamous. When truth of the matter is, we know that's all bullcrap. That's not what the man wants. That's not what the woman wants. I mean, and that's just the truth of the matter.
Bro, polygamy
I
started
don't
in
know.
Africa and they pushed it in Africa.
I don't know. I feel like monogamy has its place, and yeah, you could argue that we're and nothing wrong with there's nothing wrong with sex, by the way. I like having sex, but there's a reason why why marriage and monogamy is pushed so much, and it's a fact that I'm going to say
Tell us
this:
tell us the reason.
Men are dangerous, If it wasn't for the fact of monogamy, men would tear each other apart. I mean, they already do. Yeah, especially when you see like the rappers or like celebrities or other people on the news. They attack a guy that they come into their house. They see a guy in bed with their woman. They attack that guy, or you see situations where a guy is super possessive, so he attacks anybody that he sees. I mean, yeah, there's and even with that example that Mike gives, like if we were on Monogamy Island and there was an uneven amount of men and women, at some point there's going to be violence coming out. So that's why.
But Kev, I'm trying to understand because I'm before Mike attack you because you know this is coming. How does marriage quell that though? I know you never watched the movie Best Man because you never watched any black movies before, but when they were all playing poker, Lawrence Fishburne, what's Ricky from Boys in the Hood? What's his name? Oh my goodness, man! I'm drawing
Morris Chestnut.
Yeah,
okay.
he was at the table and he was saying they asked him why he's getting married and he said that dumb crap like you that marriage is gonna suppress that the promiscuity, and they looking at him like, in what world?
Of course.
In what world? Don't you understand? Single women want married men. It's always the law of attraction. Like, hey, I want now what I cannot have, and I'm gonna go for it. And men's nature is like, oh man, should I, shouldn't I? So I'm just wondering, how do you feel in any society that marriage quells that in any type of way? I don't cheat on my wife just because I love my wife and I don't want to do it. It's not because we're married. If we were in a relationship, I wouldn't cheat on her. Whereas if we're married, I wouldn't cheat on her. So I don't understand how marriage somehow is the magical ice wall around Antarctica that's protecting us from this. I don't get it.
That is a great answer. I'm glad you said that. And okay, so to answer your question, it's the same example Mike gave about Monogamy Island, right?
Please don't
Have
use
an
me.
uneven amount. I don't think. Did you say that?
Please use some. Just say somebody else said
it. Okay. Well, somebody else did say it. But
Jamarcus.
I just wanted to bring it back to like other podcasts that we did. But let's say, for example, we're on Monogamy Island, and there's more men than there are women, and instead of it being a polygamous thing, it's a monogamous thing, to where there's going to be men who are left out, right? At some point, there's going to be some guy that snaps that he's getting no cooch at all, right? It's the same with this society, right? Monogamy has to be pushed because guess what? Whether or not a woman cheats on a guy, or sorry, gets cheated on by a guy, she ain't going to spin the block. Who's spinning the block? Men, right? When it comes to men who get cheated on by their women, they take out the whole family, kids included.
What drugs did you take?
There's not to say that there's not situations where women do that too, but like I said, they're not spinning the block with their homeboys. They're not invading houses.
Yes, they do.
Women?
I've been the homeboy. What are you talking about?
Are you trans? What are you talking about?
Whoa.
I'm talking about natural born women. Natural born women. They don't go around and spin in the block. So yes.
What is define spin the block? Because
break that down for me.
What does spin the block mean? Because to me it means go back and hit something you already hit. What does it mean to you?
That's what spinning the block is.
Spinning the block as in like shooting people in the neighborhood and stuff like that.
What?
So he bringing it all to violence. So Mike, before you jump on the mic, I just gotta say this one thing. Kev mentioned that if monogamy isn't pushed, then you get the violent men. You do realize that there's a subsector of men that's just not going to get women, period. Namely, like these guys just sending me these messages. Do you think those type of guys get women?
I just said they got dry crotch.
Oh yeah, probably not.
Exactly.
There's the illusion of we're supposed to be a monogamous society that is being pushed. It's also
Ricardo said it best, man. You got that from white people.
Bro, okay, something wrong with your boy. Something wrong with your boy. Monogamy has nothing to do with keeping people from killing people. Monogamy has everything to do with religion. That's all that was. Monogamy was religion. It was religion and control. That's all monogamy was. Wasn't no monogamy until they were like, hey, Jesus wants you to have one, or Allah wants you, well, not Allah, but the Jewish God wants you to have this, or the pagan God wants you to have this. Nah, I can't even say pagan because they was getting freaky too. It was basically the God the Father and Jesus. They wanted that, and they're the religions that kind of won out. So we got monogamy in most of the world. That's all it was. It's control. Society uses it as a control. So because no man wants women, and this is just me, no man wants a world of women that are promiscuous. Because if you can't trust that the child is yours, no one's going to take care of any of them.
Sure.
That's a fact.
Sure.
If we were in this utopia where everybody could sleep with everybody, it'd be a whole bunch of babies just running around orphaned like an Annie, because that ain't my baby. That baby ain't got my chin. I ain't raising that kid. So that the reason monogamy has stand forth is so men will take care of their children. That's it. That and religion, so you can go to heaven. That's it. I don't know all this killing people stuff you're talking about. I'm gonna let you go have a seat in the corner because apparently you took some gummy bears today, and I don't know what you want. I'm gonna let you go sit over there.
I'm on the free snacks.
Hey, I ain't mad at you, bro. I heard they nice. I gotta holler at a lunar friend of mine to see if I can get on the team. But anyway, so yeah, something's wrong. I challenge any woman to have listened to Kevin these 50 minutes we've been here and say he made any sense today. I'm looking for all the women that cape for Kevin. I need y'all to come out and show me what y'all believe Kevin made sense about today. That boy was hotboxing the car, and they was on some super duper, and he don't know what he on. So I'm not even gonna run you down, Kevin. I'm gonna let you live. You do your thing, bro.
Wayne, get your last thought in so I can move.
Get some water.
Bro, Mike wrapped it up for me. I don't. And by the way, I mean, let it be known that a lot of these new studies coming out, especially with the divorce rate, women are more likely to be horrible at monogamy. And I'm not even talking about cheating. It's just that getting these marriages and relationships and they stop having sex. They stop
you're breaking up.
being attracted to their husband. Oh, my bad. Can you hear me? Hold on.
I know what he's about to say.
At the park. Yeah, I'm at the parking lot in the gym, so y'all get
The internet don't work.
and huh? Y'all can hear me now?
Go ahead.
Yeah. So all these studies that are coming out, they're finding out that in these monogamy relationships or these marriages, women are horrible at it because they'll stop having sex with their husband. They start out sexual, then once they get their husband, they get comfortable, they stop, they're cunts, they're miserable, etc.
Jesus.
That's
and they're
all
bad
I
at compromise.
Bad, horrible at compromise, horrible.
If they're not happy for 5 minutes, the world must end.
They're exactly. And that's just a lot of women's nature. They get bored easily. They don't believe in compromising. All the studies are showing out. Like I say, the lesbian marriages has the highest the divorce rate, the highest. So they're not even happy with women, with dating other women. So
it's
Can't
a
replace
fact.
a man.
It's a fact.
That's true though. It is true.
It's a fact.
It is true.
I'm just saying, and listen, I talk to guys who are married, who are in a relationship. A lot of close friends. We have circles. We smoking cigars, and we talking in the lounge, and we chopping it up just like this on the show. And it's the same thing. If it's an issue, it's the same issue with the wife. I can't get a blow job. I can't get a hand job. I pay the bills. I date her. I do this. I do that. But I get lazy sex. Like it's you know what I'm saying. And when I hear guys like Dr. Umar Infantile and Kevin Infantile, these simps out here, not you calling you a simp, Kev, but these guys out here infantiling women, giving them excuses, and that's why they and again the study shows they are becoming, and look, you can call me misogynist, whatever, they studies are coming out, they are horrible partners. They are becoming more and more horrible partners, as time goes, period.
And see, this is what annoys me. You see what Tequila put now
with
the little SMH. This is my issue with women like that.
What, shaking my head?
Yeah.
Well, she didn't put shaking my head. I think she put like the blushing almost to say what he's saying is.
Oh no, I thought that was a shaking my head thing.
Nah, that's just like, oh my God.
Okay, we'll take it over Tequila then. I was gonna say it's women that don't do what we're talking about and women that aren't like what we're talking about that always say something.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, Tequila, what they do in their house, but from the conversations I've had with her, she doesn't seem like the person that's hard to give love to her husband. You know what I'm saying? From all the women that I hear, they just, it's like Teen Woman is built in their DNA, so they just start defending stuff for no reason. You know what I'm saying? They just start defending stuff for no reason, and it's like, Ma, you know these women I'm talking about. They're your friend. You know she ain't nothing. You know, hey Trevor, you remember when when my sis Nene made us watch that show?
Yeah.
And you remember how that little, and I got mad at the little friend group, how they all sat around and listened to their thought bagged friend.
Well, I didn't watch the show, but I remember it well.
Yeah, he wasn't nothing. But girl, he was doing everything. Yeah, but he wasn't about nothing. But he paid everything. He was supposed to do that. And they sit there and they just let her go off with the bull crap, and then they just support it. Like, it drives me insane.
They do that.
They do.
Yo, and I always say this. They don't get along and they don't like each other, but what they have in common is undermining you. Don't ever forget that. Don't ever forget it. That's the one thing they'll stick to, that sisterhood to stick together on. They may not get along about a lot of other things, but what they do agree on is undermining you.
That's why
Period.
they get so far. So
They don't
whose
get
fault
far.
is that?
Nah.
Man's fault.
You don't
Exactly.
see this. You don't see this thing turning around, Kev. You're not paying attention. Men are not obsessed anymore like they used to be. You don't see this. You
Does
don't
that
see
say
what you look at.
artist?
Look at my profile, sir. Look at my profile. That man say men are the prize, and he don't even claim manosphere red pill. I could drop 10 black male creators. By the way, 2024 is the year of black male creators. Let me say this right now. Shout out to you, Trev. Shout out to the Straight Talk Society. 2024 is the year of black male content. Okay. And I could drop 10 black men who don't claim red pill or manosphere, dropping all these talking points that I'm talking because they see it. They see it. And I'm talking about young bulls too. I was in the barbershop the other day. I heard some young bulls dropping some dimes. I'm like, look at that. It's getting out. Men are getting tired.
Hey, and I know we're not supposed to be this show anymore, but I'm sorry, Trevor, you started it. I'm gonna go ahead and run with it. But before I do that, did Maria G say Kevin's her favorite artist?
I
Because as
saw
soon as
Yeah.
she said that,
I
that
don't
is
know if she's
Wording.
saying
hilarious.
art. I don't know what
No, sir, she said artist. My dude on
I'm
the
pretty
set.
sure it's
Move it
artist.
back. Nah, I'm gonna stick with what she said. It was funnier that way.
I'm gonna still defend you, Marie. Don't worry.
Keela is 1,000% right, and I'm gonna tell all you ladies out there when they call you a pick me, all they saying. Hold on, matter of fact, I saw Rick Ross's new girlfriend jumped on that today. She was
Oh
like, "You
yeah,
damn
yeah,
right, I'm a
yeah.
pick me. I'm a pick me, and he gonna pick me every single day, and I'm gonna pick him every day." Everybody that calls you a pick me ain't getting picked, and ain't mad you got picked. All you gotta do is do this. Just shake that ring finger in their face and go on about your business. Don't mess with these trifling heifers. Don't mess with them. Lesbians equal dead bed in 2 to 3 years. Hey, I have absolutely, I've only slept with a couple lesbians and
Oh
it
my
wasn't dead when I
goodness,
was there,
man.
but I don't know what they do together. It might be lame.
Man,
I'm gonna stay out of that. Anyway,
yeah, we
but
don't went off the rails, man. Let me see.
hey, I don't believe in rails. I put them down so I could bowl a 300.
So wait a minute. One loves and when does self-control kick in? So am I supposed to agree with 10 women in 10 different bedrooms in my husband's kingdom? Nah, I'm more than enough. Them others have to wait till I'm dead. Hey, to each his own, one love, but you do know, one love, in biblical times, though, you could have as many wives as you could take care of. Just so you know that. I know you know that, but yeah, I'm not even gonna touch that, just because whenever I start talking like this,
I'll touch it.
I'm
Hey,
not touching it.
if you don't want to throw it back, you don't want to look back at it, you don't want to bust it wide open, let
Amen.
your
Praise
husband get
God.
something else.
Amen. Praise
Why
God.
you?
Let
I
the
don't
church
understand.
say amen.
I'm just saying. Well, I don't understand. Like, if you knew when you got married what type of man you had. You knew if you had I want to smash every day, or I see you cooking eggs and I just got to get a little bit while you scrambling them. You know you got one of them dudes, and then you just gonna cut it off because you don't feel good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not telling you what to do with your body, but I am telling you this. If you can cut stuff off when you don't feel like it, that man can do the same thing. And if he decides, man, these light bills is kicking my butt, I'd rather gamble with that light money. Let me go ahead and do it. And now you sitting at home in the dark complaining about dry coochie. That's on you, not him. That's on you. You work that out.
Hey,
I don't want to hear it.
one love. I think
Sounds
it's in
mad
the book of.
counterproductive.
I think it's in the book of Corinthians. It says, "Render due benevolence unto your husband." Though, just so you know,
That's all I'm saying.
Hey,
Hey, but can I ask a question?
It's full of it. It's full of it. Go ahead, Wayne.
How can a man love multiple kids of his, or even yours that ain't his, multiple cars, multiple dogs, but I can only love one woman?
That's not the same thing, my guy.
Man.
There's different needs depending on whatever it is that you love. So no.
Okay.
Don't even try that.
I'm just saying.
Hey,
I got you, one love.
Are you gonna stop? Are you stop having sex? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Like you shutting off the waterworks?
Maybe. No, I'm kidding.
Cause no,
I'll say I'll give her like some grace. Like if she's just having a baby, I'm not gonna be like, open
hey
up.
Man, hey,
stuff like that.
cut that out.
Come
hate
on,
when
man.
you acting like them
We
chicks
all
now.
know
You
that.
wanna
We all
dig
can
up-
agree on that,
You want to
man. Come
dig up
on,
the
man.
one little thing. Ain't nobody trying to
Come
bust
on.
open no freshly birthed coochie.
Come on,
Ain't nobody
man.
trying to
We
do
gotta
that.
be specific
God,
because there's gonna be
come
some
on,
kid,
man.
some 14-year-olds listening to this, listening to Mike talking about like, oh, you don't bust it wide open. I gotta go to the next girl.
But Kev,
nuances
generally, a lot of times the woman is the first one to lose sexual attraction to her husband or man when she's in a relationship. As the relationship goes on, I'm always horny. I'm horny now. Okay, all right. But there are majority of the time it's the woman that loses the sexual. And again, when I'm talking to married men, a man in long-term relationship, that's the first thing they mention. Man, she don't want. Man, she was a soldier in the beginning. Now it's like, all right, go ahead and get it from the side. Like, but he's like, man, I could flip my wife over. I could turn her up, put some. I'm ready. So a lot of times it's the woman that loses attraction, that gets bored. She always, she looks at it as a chore now. Like, oh, you got to, okay. Like, wow, you got to get it tonight. Men don't look at their wives like that. They're like, man, look at my wife looking good in the jeans. I want to tear that butt up
Wayne,
tonight.
to that point, real quick, Wayne. Damn it, we got to move on.
All right, go ahead.
Isn't it funny that they see sex as a chore? That's all you asking them is to just have sex and have sex with you the way they did in the beginning. Not this deadbed stuff. Isn't it funny that they see sex as a chore, but they still want you to take them out on dates? They still want you to do everything
like you did in the beginning. Yeah. Exactly. Hey, so that's what I'm saying. It's a fruitless job sometimes to be a husband. It's a fruitless job because you still got to be the same guy you was in the beginning, or she's gonna leave you for the guy you used to be. You know what I'm saying? If you don't stay that guy. Okay, so why can't she be the same sexually in the bedroom?
I don't
know.
Go
ahead, Kevin.
I don't know what the specific situation is, but if it's getting to the point where it feels like it's a chore,
come on, Kevin.
I'm assuming the dude isn't doing what he used to do in the beginning.
Of course.
Right?
It's always
you can't just put it in dry. You gotta warm up the oven.
Come on, Kev. Come on, Kev.
Bro, that ain't got nothing to do.
Come on, Kev.
It's not a sitcom, Kevin.
Just to give her flowers, just to get.
I'm done.
Kev, I know guys who pay bills, who cook, who clean, who work, and all they want to do is bust down their wife or their girlfriend, and she sits there and she's laid like a sack of potatoes. She lays there. He has flowers delivered to the job. He does it all, and she still just lay there.
And guess
what?
Because
why
still
can't
in
you
a better
explain
position.
to her that listen, we need to spice it up a little bit. Let's do this.
Because they get defensive when you do.
Yes.
Act like you know women, Kev.
He doesn't. I keep telling y'all.
Same with a dude.
He don't.
Same with a dude.
He don't know. No, it ain't. No, it's not.
If she said, "Listen, I like it from the back," go ahead.
Wayne just said he's always horny and he'll down for sex right now. I'm never horny and I'm always down for sex. Always. I've had chicks be like, "You want to?" Not really. Oh, hell, the coochie. All right, bro. It's something to do.
Listen,
and for you to be a male to act like you ain't trying to get no coochie, bro, you're wilding. I don't understand. And I'm mad at Moon Goddess and I'm mad at One Love too. Because they did it, and I'm mad at Keela because they did exactly what I said. This ain't none of they fight. Well, actually, not Moon Goddess really, but this ain't none of they fight. But they jumping in. Hold on, I tune in, and the first thing I hear is Kevin talking about putting it in. No, he's not.
Kevin's the MVP.
He's the MSS, most sad ship.
Well, listen. You're the man of the house, right? You got to make sure everybody's needs are met, right?
See, here it is.
No,
see, alpha your way through it. See, here it is. Here it is. The alpha your way through cooch. Here it is. Here's the alpha your way through cooch speech. Go ahead. Here we go.
And he got to drive Jimmy in the panel.
Yeah, go ahead. He's finna give us the alpha your way through the cooch speech. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
Hey, Bump Kevin. Hey, Moon. Like, why we playing?
This man.
Why we playing, Moon?
Come on,
Kev, say what?
You got to keep it spicy in your relationship. That's from all my failed relationships. That's what I learned from it. All right.
Hey,
you got to
that
do the
needs to be
things
a
that you
show.
did
This man said you gotta keep
to
it
keep her
spicy.
interested.
This needs to be a show.
Look for someone
Trev,
who was you back then, right?
Are you not listening to what I say?
I'm sexy. I got all these muscles when I met her. Now I got a gut, and I sit at home all day.
You think that's every case? See, that's what I'm saying. He always go to work.
Get that thing flowing.
Why do you go to worst case scenario? He got to go to worst case scenario to prove a point. That's what I'm saying. You think every man got to
prove it?
What is man? Women are leaving millionaires, bro. They're walking away from millionaires.
Oh, that's because they didn't become billionaires. So the women lose interest.
Like, exactly, bro. Like, what are we talking about?
You're not doing. He's not taking care of things at home. Duh. Hello.
Something
Am I
wrong.
speaking
Yo,
English?
Kevin. Two things. One, Trevor, we need to find this dude ex-girlfriend's numbers. We need them on the show. I want to talk to him.
I don't want to do that.
That's what I want to do that because they're going to tell me you're full of it. But that's one. Number two, what's your longest relationship, Kev?
I plead the fifth. I
thought so. You ain't had a woman in you for more than 5 months. I don't want to hear nothing you gotta say.
Another prize, yeah.
I don't want to hear nothing you gotta say.
Because that's
separate more than 3 months. I don't want to hear nothing you gotta say.
Because that Derrick Jackson stuff don't work.
You gotta do this,
and
you've gotta do this, and then you gotta. Oh, but if she's unhappy, you have to become a clown to make.
You gotta work harder.
But don't become too much of a clown because maybe she don't like makeup on men. So you gotta be a half a clown, but only for 3 seconds, and then in second 4, the makeup gotta disappear immediately, and you better become a man again. Man, shut up, Kevin. I ain't trying to hear you.
You acting like you have to put work in your relationship. What are you talking about? I don't need a PhD to know
like
this.
Talking to Kevin is like talking to them 16-year-old girls when you was young that thought they knew stuff and didn't know a damn thing. That's what it's like. That's what it's like. No matter what, you could be like, hey, how come you didn't put the seat down after you used the bath? If you were a man, you would have woken up in the middle of the night and realized that somebody else used the bathroom and put it down for her before she woke up. That's him. Why y'all listen to him? And hold up, real talk. Hey, Moon Goddess, like, what's up, man? You gonna call me? Like, what we doing?
The chat has spoken and they are asking for straight talk after dark.
I'm there. I'm with it. I'm gonna get it this time.
Yeah, we're gonna. I got to look at the schedule. I get like, bro, y'all.
Hey, I'm there this time. I'm there this time. I missed the last one.
Yeah, the schedule is ridiculously busy, but we got to squeeze one in because this conversation, they ready for it to get rated R. I'm not going to do it on the main feed. So, MD.
Hey, can we have a section where can we have a section where I try to convince Moon Goddess to date me?
You see her last comment. She's saying, bruh. So one love is just, hey, one love. I'm gonna say like this. I get it. I understand.
One love want to argue.
Me and you. So I understand what you're saying. I'm not in a polygamous relationship. I'm not. I've never cheated on my wife. Nothing like that. Me and my wife been together since 2011, the end of 2011. So what I'm saying though is not natural. And we've only learned those standards because that's what we were taught, that it's wrong to have more than one woman. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that I'm going to do it. And I'm not saying that your husband should now all of a sudden be like, oh, yeah, I want to have multiple women. If, hey, you taking care of business. I saw your video the other day of the stuff that you put together for him for his birthday. That was cool.
I want to see the video.
So obviously you have a fantastic relationship with your husband, so y'all do y'all thing and it's working for y'all. But I'm just saying, I'm not going to be the guy that's going to sit here and criticize another man that say, hey, this is how me and my woman handle it and she's okay with it. I'm not going to criticize that because he's doing what's natural. And in the animal kingdom, you know, you got one lion take care of the whole pride. I mean, that's just how it is. So that's what I got to say about that.
Let me say something real quick. I just got another text. I apologize. I said it last time. I wasn't gonna mess with Moon Goddess no more. I apologize. My fault. We playing. It's on the channel. We joking.
Oh,
She
damn,
knows
y'all
I'm
getting.
not.
Oh
But
my
my bad.
God, what's
My
happening
bad.
here?
Oh my goodness.
Nah.
Maria G. Kevin is like that fat woman who gives weight loss.
See what I'm
Maria.
saying? And that's a woman telling you that,
Maria.
Kel.
I'm done.
That's a woman. That's a
Yeah.
woman.
They cook you. That's it.
And that's
Hey.
a woman who just said that.
Hey, we'll see you next week, fella. We can't top
You
that.
feel me? I can't top that.
God damn.
With her level of correctness.
I know, man. That's what I'm saying. It was Ricardo says polygamy is not a horrible thing. White culture taught us to do it. And when white people got married, it was for business. It was for business purposes. It wasn't out of love. It was literally for business to protect their assets. That's all that was. And then they passed it down to us.
Hey, because they didn't have any problem tapping them slaves, did they?
Exactly.
Yep, whole lot of red people in the world. That's all I'm saying.
Which by the way, again, shout out to MD. Everybody got some white in them, bro. So you're gonna have to prove to me how you blacker than the rest of us. That's all I'm saying.
We need a DNA test on MD, because if I find out any of him is from Europe, I'm roasting him.
So y'all make sure and tune into that next week. The politics of blackness. That will be next week on Tape Fist Politics. But you don't have to wait till next week for Tape Fist Politics, because they will be back tomorrow night at 6 p.m. with the season premiere, season 2 of Tape Fist Politics. And what I forgot to promote, man, my bad, before we move on to the final 2 stories, is that we do have a new show over here on the Straight Talk Society. It is called Blocks, Buckets. Hold on, I got to move this comment so I can read it. It's called Blocks, Buckets, and Beyond. So you finally going to get Mike and Venkat doing that basketball show, and y'all know basketball seems to go on for 20 months, so they got plenty to talk about. So we're just looking for the date of that. I know both of them are real busy, but that is coming up soon on the Straight Talk Society. So we have, okay, hold on, because One Love, man, hold on. See, One Love won't come on the panel. I want her to just come on the panel and say this. So another woman's supposed to feel the good. Oh.
Yo, I think she came in like the middle of a comment.
Yeah. Yes, I think. See, I don't know when she came. A lot of people do that when they come in here. They come in the middle of what we're saying, so they don't really know what we said to lead up to it.
I'm saying the only time there should be another woman is if the married woman decides she don't want to have sex no more. If she put the coochie on lockdown for whatever reason, that's what I was saying. I don't know if you heard something else. And Moon Goddess, that's not funny.
Let me ask y'all this question before we go. And I've been trying to go on to the next one for 15 minutes, but we will not go past 8 o'clock. Do you think a woman, because oh boy, here we go. I'm about to say it. Do you think a woman has the right to cut off access to the sex, especially a married woman?
She has a right to cut it off, but not to cut you off. If she decides she don't want to have sex no more, cool. Then you get a hall pass. You don't get to just, when we got married, we agreed to certain things. And we agreed that you are the person that you are the physical being that I am going to use to release my sexual urges. You signed up for that. And if you choose to shut the body down, that's your right. But as we all know, rights come with responsibilities. If you don't want to handle them responsibilities, somebody else gets to. You don't get to get mad. You don't get to complain. You don't get to get upset. If you shut the coochie down, cool. It ain't my coochie no more. You took it back. You took the lease off it, cool. I'm gonna go rent something else. And like I said, I'm not even a horny ass dude like that. But when I want it. And that's why me and my ex got along so great, because she'd be like, hey, do whatever you need to do. I got work in the morning. I'm like, cool. And we ain't had no issues.
Kev, we already know your answer. You're going to say absolutely, correct?
Trying to figure out how to articulate it. I'm going to say yes. Yeah, I'm going to say yes. But that's depending on the type of person that you're with. So, I mean, yeah, if you're with the type of person who, you discuss that, yeah, she's into sex, but not like into sex all the time, then don't be surprised if she shuts it down. And I also agree that the man should have not even the option. He has the right to shut down access to sex with him as well. But like I said, it depends on the partner that you're with. I feel like if that's something that y'all already talked about and already agreed to, then cool. Otherwise, then yeah, I would say like if you got to do what you got to do to get what you need.
You see how hard it was for him to just say? You see how hard
He
it was
was
for him?
struggling, wasn't he?
You see how
He
he's
was struggling. God, he
He
was
can't give a
struggling.
man no grace.
He's trying to be objective so bad.
Hey, he was like a plane that they told couldn't clear the landing.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, man, you got to circle the airport one more time. Moon Goddess says, my body, my choice. But if your needs aren't being met by me, go handle your business elsewhere, sir. I can't be mad. I respect that.
What she basically said is, Mike is right.
Wayne,
She said exactly what I said.
I wanted to say Mike checked, as in checked.
Wayne, the women had it. Should a woman had a right to just cut off access to sex?
As a man, when I get up in the morning, I think about sex. The average man. When I walk out the door and I see a fine woman, I think about sex.
Every woman except Nene.
Fair enough. But what I do is because I'm married now, I have to curb who I am as a man by my nature because I want to have sex with 10 different women, but I choose not to because I'm married to one. So I'm sacrificing who I am, my nature, and I'm bringing in all that energy to you. And you telling me that you want to shut down? I come home every day to you. I bring my check home. And you telling me that you feel the need to shut down sex. Now, again, I'm with Mike. If that's what you choose to do, then I need a hall pass or I need a divorce and move on.
Facts.
But again, women gonna use the system against you because now they won't have. You understand? But see, women ain't brave enough to say, you know what? I ain't giving you sex. You want to leave or you want to go get another woman? Fair enough. What you came in with or what you got, you take that. I don't want none of your money. They ain't brave like that. You understand what I'm saying? But you know, I personally think that a woman should understand when she's married to a man and she's with one man, she should understand the nature of a man. And men, and I'm sorry, women, you might not like it, but 80% of the reason why we get married is for access to sex, unlimited access to sex, in-house sex. Okay, I ain't got the call. I ain't got the hey baby, you free tonight? None of that. I got in-house booty. Every man on this panel understand what in-house booty is. Okay,
it's fantastic.
It's fantastic. And and that's one of the reasons. I'm sorry you don't like it, but that's one of the reasons why I married you, sweetie. I love you. I think you're amazing. All that. But one of the reasons I married you is because of unlimited access to your fine ass. Now, why would you take that away? You know I like to have sex. You know you look at Trevor. Look at that beard. Look at that bald head, that broad shoulders. You think that man don't walk out the door with him and say, oh my Lord, look at this man here. But he does it because he is in love with Nene. He comes home to Nene. He turns all that away. He shoot all that away and come home to Nene. Bring all that home to Nene. He's sacrificing his nature and bringing that home to Nene. He's fighting his nature every day. Women don't understand that nature about men. And they play around with that. That's why a lot of men leave and cheat and they move on. I'm not saying that's what Trevor, I'm off that, but I'm just saying a lot of times that's because women get bored in these relationships and they feel like I'm going to give him what I think he needs. Instead of saying, baby, tell me what you need, how you need it, and I'm going to open myself up enough to give that to you.
Hey, real quick.
Wayne. Go ahead.
So if it's the other way around and you can't get it up anymore, she has the access to go to somebody else. You're saying?
Here we go, man. Absolutely, yes, absolutely. If I can't get it up, if I can't get it up, she can go. Absolutely, she can. Absolutely,
I agree.
Okay, just making sure you're consistent.
Hey, let me highlight your cousin real quick, Trev. He says it's unrealistic to expect one person to be 100% of everything we need and desire. First of all, I'm starting to think the other Kev is getting on your cousin's line because this is something that he would say. Nobody's talking about 100% of everything.
Nobody
Sex
said
is not
that.
100% of everything. Sex is just a
Exactly.
mandatory action that's supposed to happen
Exactly.
in marriage.
Exactly.
I'm supposed to have safe coochie that I can hit
Exactly.
raw. That's what marriage is. Safe coochie, I can hit raw, plus a whole bunch of other stuff. That's what marriage means.
Facts. I don't have to worry about diseases or nothing. I got in-house. That's why I say every man on this panel understand what in-house booty means.
Hey, now let me get MD. MD says, what type of woman gives you access in a situation where you're married and you're looking for a sexual partner? MD, look in the camera at your boy. You ready? Thoughts. That's what they're here for. Thoughts. They out here.
It's called swingers, MD.
Bro, he act like he don't know. I'm chubby, goofy. I'm eye looking. I need my glasses back. I feel goofy without them. And I get approached by thoughts. Thoughts in their 20s want to smash. I ain't nobody. There's thoughts aplenty, sir. In the words of the great lyricist Juvenile, pussy don't wait for me or nobody, but it's gonna stop here for a little while, and I'm gonna get what I could. I'm gonna get it, and then it's gone.
The boys in the chat sipping tonight.
Yeah, let me run through these comments, man, because they building up. One Love says, okay, that shouldn't happen. But if she's cheating, no diseases here. Stay away. I got kids and dogs to raise.
Just keep busting it open, mama. Ain't nobody running from that.
Moon Goddess says, Mike, you're gonna get yourself in trouble. Be careful. I guess y'all got an inside thing going on.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
MD said the manosphere is strong with Wayne. Damn. That's why we call him Captain Manosphere. Moon Goddess says, Trevor, Trevor better bring it home to absolutely. Listen, I have zero problem.
All hail to Queen Nene.
I have zero problem saying that she owns the hammer. And
for people that don't know this, Nene's half the reason the beard is so luxurious.
Fertilizer.
One love says my body belongs to my husband. He can take it as he please. See,
beautiful.
Y'all see what I said, right?
Beautiful.
All the people arguing are the people who ain't got nothing to say.
I agree with him. Men have to have sex. Very true. Ricardo says, yes, sir. Bring home all that pent up sexual frustration home, wifey, because black men deal with way too much. Absolutely, man.
Ricardo is a soldier, man. Ricardo just a soldier, man.
And we ain't talking about, because I hear somebody probably sitting there like, oh man, they talking about being like, slutting their wife out. Ain't nobody talking about that.
No, wait, but you should slut your wife out. Why not? Why you can't slut your wife out?
You can't slut your wife. Whatever you do that's your wife. I did filthy things. Y'all go ahead.
By the way, Mike, let me tell you, first of all, can I crown Mike real quick? Mike.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna keep it light. Mike, I gotta crown you, bro. We had a little challenge in the chat. Boy, Mike, I bow to you, sir. I crown you, sir. Moving on. Go ahead, move on. I said I was gonna give you your flowers on the show. So there you go. I don't want the show to end before that. Boy, Mike, you are the king, my brother. You challenged me and you told me to pieces with that one, brother.
I will say this: I might be the king, but my twin Ricardo is the emperor. You know what I mean.
MD, get the hell on. Like, for real. Hold on.
We need to play MD's
there is no such thing as nature in humans.
Oh,
we have the ability to override instinct to feel good. That's a taught mentality through social.
Exactly.
Come on, MD. Yep. So you wasn't horny at 13, 14. Come on, man. Stop, MD. Stop.
Let me ask you this. Is it in your nature to crave sweets? Is it not in your nature?
What?
That's a totally different. See, you comparing apples to apples.
Answer the question.
Crap in the bed.
People not crave sweets.
Stop moving the goalposts.
Come on, man.
You absolutely moving the goalposts with that.
Exactly, bro.
Hey, Kevin.
Sexual nature is in a human being. A
Come
human
on,
beings
man.
don't have to crave sweets. I don't
Come
like
on,
sweets.
man. Like, come on, man.
What
Come
you
on,
talking
Kev. Stop
about?
that, bro. Come
Hey,
on, Kev.
Kevin, let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Is it common knowledge about your situation?
Say that again.
I don't want to put it out if it's not common knowledge. That we talked about that, you know, you got a little.
My girlfriend.
Is that known?
What, ED? What's going
No.
on?
Whoa. What? I would not know that. No. I'm talking about that you know that somebody talking to you or whatever.
You talking about my girlfriend?
Okay, there we go. Why do you have a girlfriend?
Why?
Yeah.
Because I'm getting old. I need to settle down.
But sir, you told me that it's good for a man to reach out and get his fortune first, right? So why would you succumb to your nature and needing someone to be with that can nurture and fill you up? Why wouldn't you just fight that nature and go out and get your fortune?
I don't understand the question.
So back to what you were saying, sir. Back to what you were saying, Trev.
Can you repeat it again?
You know why,
kryptonite,
Kev? Because it's not good for man to be alone, Kev. Just remember that. It's not good for man to be alone.
I'm your kryptonite, Negro, a
It's
black
in
man
our
that
nature.
don't give a damn.
So MD saying that's called puberty. When we, Mike, we know when we were in science, you know, back in middle school, they taught us that the male get an erection every 90 minutes. Like it's crazy. That's nature. That should happen now.
Bro, like, come on,
bro.
man.
I'll tell you a quick story. I was in Mr. Felder's class, and he called me up to go against a friend that we both know, and because we were the two smartest people in the class, and there was a girl in front of me, and I got up and stabbed this girl in the booty cheek because apparently I was erect over math. I don't know what that was, but that's how it was in fifth grade.
This man say an erection is a learned behavior.
It's a
it just happened back then.
Come on, man.
I don't know about that, but okay, let me give you a better example. Okay,
you saying testosterone in a young boy is a learned behavior.
Well, I don't agree with that, but what I'm saying is what MD was saying is that we're not animals. We are above animals, so we have the ability to get away from our instincts, right? So,
a man is half human and half animal. Period.
We're not animals.
I don't care what you gotta be out your mind. You crazy. You're out your mind.
If you go look up the classifications of every organism on the planet, human beings are under animal.
Who said that?
You should go. Anyways, you should go to class.
Don't tell me you one of them guys now.
Come on, bro.
Okay, let me finish my example.
All right, go ahead.
Listen, when you work out, right, you pick up something that's a little too heavy. What's in your nature to do? To put it down. But what do? You understand that it's going to be better for you, so you decide, I'm going to keep pushing myself in order to get better, right? That's you going against your nature.
No, that's wrong. Stop moving. That's
wrong. Yes, it is.
Oh my
that's wrong.
God.
I'll tell you why it's wrong. If you pick up something heavy, it's not in your nature to put it down. Only time it's in your nature to put something down is if it hurts. That's why the reaction, whenever you have a reaction, it doesn't go to your brain, it goes to your PNS in your spinal cord. And that's why you have, like if you touch something hot, that's in your nature. Picking up something heavy is not in your nature to put it down. You put it down because it's heavy and you don't want to pick it up. But if you have to pick it up to save your kid, bet money and get picked up. Because that's also in your nature. See how what you're saying makes no sense?
No. Does this? I said when you're working out. Does this apply when you're working out?
Again,
sir, it doesn't matter.
It's not in human nature to work out, though, Kev. You're moving the goalposts again.
Wow, man.
What's the difference?
Working out is a learned thing that we do.
Exactly.
Having sex is a natural
Y'all moving the
thing.
goalposts.
Hey,
this is hilarious.
Hey, Kev. Dr. Mia said it best that her son at a certain age was getting an erection like before he was like 5. It's human nature. It is what it is. It's the natural order of man. You can't now say, let me just throw random working out in there. How do the two even match? How the
Lord.
two even together? MD saying y'all don't want this biological smoke. I still owe Wayne the proper chastising about the manosphere.
Man, whenever you ready, MD, please. Whenever you ready. We can get
I
it in
just like the fact that a
2024.
black man said chastising. Let's go ahead and put the props in that.
Yeah.
All right, so hold on. Okay, I got to bring this back around because this because we can't finish off without
Ooh.
I got to do a buffer. Hold on, man. Because wait a
Moon
minute.
Goddess just said the most beautiful thing. I ain't got no comment, but thank you. That was beautiful, Moon Goddess.
Wait a minute, where she says our men go out and fight the world every day. They should not have to come home. They should not have to come home to fight. Absolutely.
Beautiful.
Go beat your meat.
And if you can add a BJ on that, but no, never mind. Go ahead.
Ricardo says, at a certain age, I was getting an erection. What you talking about, Kev? Yeah, Kev. I don't know what's Kev, but again,
Kev,
I keep thinking Kev is like 10, 15 years younger than us. So,
bro,
these
and he's only had a 3-month relationship. He don't know what he's talking about.
Bro,
he gonna
you
be
go
single
to the
next
beach.
week.
You go to the beach, you get an erection. What are you gonna do? Whip out your cock and start beating it? No,
come on, man. Come on.
In your nature, yes, you
Sir,
see what
we
you
were
see.
talking
You like
about
what
the
you
erection,
see.
not about beating it. You're moving the goalposts again.
So Kev, when okay, so let's use your same beach analogy. When you go to the beach and you see what's out there, because we know Florida beaches, we know what you see out there. Do you not get a urge? Does an urge not come up in you? You don't have to act on the urge, but do you get an urge like, oh my goodness? You don't get that.
That's me fighting my nature, just like with my dog, right?
No,
my
answer
dog
the question. Do you get that urge though?
I get that urge, yes.
Because it's nature. It's nature.
But I can control myself. Unlike an animal like a dog, for example, sees another dog, smells those pheromones, he's going over to humper.
That's not true. They can be trained out of it.
They can be trained out of it.
They can be trained out of it.
I think MD be trolling the hell. I
don't
know if I believe what MD is saying. MD says, Kev gets a humans override instinct is as simple as that. Sex is for reproduction. We have the ability to override that instinct to mate based on physical attraction through social norms created. Again, I don't know if MD trolling us because MD
He got to be.
He's
come
trolling,
on, man.
bro.
Like, come on,
like
bro.
Jesse Lee Peterson.
Like,
Jesse Lee Peterson says
come on, man.
Sex is only for reproduction.
Oh, come on, man. God,
MD, you gotta be trolling the hell out of
Come on, man. You gotta be. Huh?
We shouldn't be having sex a lot in general because our.
Are you having sex, Kev? Are you having sex right now?
I had sex. Anyways,
exactly.
Your right hand don't count.
Exactly.
I said your right hand don't count.
All right.
Ooh, Pamela,
let's move on. Let's move on.
We gotta carry this on to after dark because I mean this is crazy. So all right, because I just can't jump into the next segment because I feel like we need a buffer. So here goes buffer. We normally do this at the beginning of the show, but it's time for the ridiculous person of the week.
Kevin,
I'll get to the other one next week, but let's take a look at this young lady here, and then we'll somehow pivot to the final topic.
Woman who is upset with her man goes on Twitter and puts out all of his banking information. I'm talking checking number, routing number, a bank card, PIN, everything. And Twitter, the scammers go crazy. People are literally paying their rent, paying their car note, door dashing food. They're literally clearing out this man's bank account. And all this woman has to say for all of her crimes is this. You see that? I feel complete. No, sis, the only thing you're about to complete is a jail sentence.
All right, this gonna be our little buffer. I don't want to spend too much time on this because I want to get to the main story. But what y'all got to? I mean, this is absolute ridiculous.
I think she listened to Kevin and went off emotions, and this is what is going to get her a nice long jail sentence. I hope she's in jail forever. They don't ever need to let her out. Because I've had a person really close to me have their identity stolen by someone that was related to him, and I know the amount of drama and pain that it causes. I hope they throw several libraries at her and lock her under all of them. And Kevin's voice gets thrown in there by mistake.
This is from one of my Bible guys. Adrian says sex is not only for reproduction. He means it's for feeling good and making you feel happy and takes a lot of stress off of you. Hey,
Sounds natural to me.
Exactly. No disagreements here. Wayne, and I gotta leave Kev for last on this because I just feel like I know what he's gonna say. Wayne, what you think about this?
I want Kev to defend her. I want him to try to defend this. So I'm gonna let Kev handle it. I'm gonna move off of it. Go ahead, Kev. It's all yours.
Bro, clearly that man's not taking care of business in the house. What planet am I on?
Wow.
See, I told you.
She deserves to go to jail. I'm joking.
Better be.
She deserves to go to jail. I'm just mad I didn't.
I partly believe that he's telling the truth. He probably in the back of his mind, like win for Team Woman.
Bro, I tell y'all, I've known Kevin for years, bro. This is not Kevin.
No, he's not. He's red. He's actually red pill. He's actually red pill.
He red pill as hell, bro.
So y'all say he's just playing a character then?
Man, Kev is red pill, bro.
Bro,
Kev
I'll
is
tell
red
you
pill,
off
man.
air. Me and Kevin, I used to call him something, and he know he was Patrice O'Neal in the flesh. I don't know what happened.
Come on.
Patrice is a hurt individual, man.
Hey man, do not disrespect the master teacher. Don't you ever disrespect the master teacher. Don't you ever disrespect the master teacher, Patrice O'Neal. Ever.
God bless the dead, but you can tell he didn't get none when he was younger.
He had a girlfriend and they were swingers. What do you mean?
What man who respects himself swings?
He had a girlfriend who got girls. What are you talking about?
Oh,
she still look good.
How free and she was amazing looking. How free can you be as a man to be faithful to a woman who, when they felt like stepping out, they got another woman involved instead of him cheating on his girlfriend? Both of them agreed, hey, let's just go get another woman in and bring her in our bedroom. What freedom? What more freedom can a man have?
This was before or after he was famous?
Both.
What? Both. He was with his girl for like 10 years.
There's famous stories about my dude before he even made it.
Yeah.
He is a beast, pulling baddies on top of baddies.
Exactly. Have you seen his wife before he died?
I gotta Google it now. I didn't know about that.
Yes, you did. Stop, Kevin.
Oh my God.
We're not talking, Kevin. Go ahead, Trevor.
That's why you shouldn't disrespect Patrice, man.
I like Adrian says, if a woman goes out to have another man other than her husband, she is nothing but a dog. So, all right. So we're gonna get into the main event. The topic of the show tonight is Save Our Babies. All you guys have seen this. Well, I think everybody's seen it, but if this is your first time seeing it, I was sent a video. We're gonna cover said video, but we're gonna cover said video right after this.
They got a feeling that's what silence says. I can never make it rain, but fine, I make it drizzle. Digging for some change, I got some dimes and some nickels. I can never make it rain, but fine, I make it drizzle. Digging for some change, I got some dimes and some nickels. Give me the pennies, the nickels, the quarters, the dollars, the dimes. Give me the pennies, the nickels, the quarters, the dollars, the dimes. Give me the pennies, the nickels, the quarters, the dollars, the dimes. I'm broke as a joke and I hope I don't lose my mind. Give me the pennies, the nickels, the quarters, the dollars, the dimes. Give me the pennies, the nickels, the quarters, the dollars, the dimes. Give me the pennies, the nickels, the quarters, the dollars, the dimes. I'm broke as a joke and I hope I don't lose my mind. Just got paid, but I'm broke. You think that it's a joke? It's really hard to cope when you feel like there's no hope. When your funds running low and your pockets looking slim, you don't know which way to go or which way to begin. Looks can be deceiving. What gave you that impression? Live in my position before you ask me questions. Why you jumping to conclusions? Illusions is not healthy. Through all of the confusion, I can't find a soul to help me. Stand alone through the rain, stand alone throughout the drought. Look in my pocket for some change, but ain't a thing coming out. Bills piling up, collectors calling to collect it. All my money gone way before I get my check. Man, see, this is what we deal with. This the real.
And we are back. So hopefully everybody used that minute and a half wisely. Absolutely, Keela. Please make sure and hit that like, share, and subscribe button. And if you do feel so inclined to drop your boy $1 or $2 in the super chat, that is greatly appreciated. So let me look at the calendar real quick. I want to see something. All right, so Valentine's Day is on a Wednesday. Valentine's Day is on a Wednesday, and I'm thinking maybe that Friday we should have this this straight talk after dark, because it'd be so poetic to have an after dark on Valentine's Day. So that's when I'm looking to do it. So let's get into this last video. And this is the reason for the title of the show. Where is it? All right. So y'all know on this show we laugh a lot, we joke a lot, because we don't take ourselves too serious on this show. This show is to break up the monotony. You had a Monday, you come over here to laugh and joke and have a good time. But every now and then somebody sends me something that just absolutely is disgusting. And I just want everybody to, this is going to just encapsulate what we've always been talking about since the beginning of the show. Yeah, Wayne is Captain Manosphere. Mike comes off heavy sometimes, and I'll throw my jabs in every now and then, but we have always had one common thread on this show, and it was for the unity of our community, and
protect the babies,
and to make sure that our kids were good. Because at the end of the day, the kids should be the number one priority. And when I see a video like this, I mean, I'm looking at this and I said, man, yeah, I was like, I'm being punked. Again, I always say what makes it worse is when you guys put this on social media to let us know all the foolishness that you're doing. So we see this this video. You have women with young kids. I mean, like young. I mean, from ranging, looking like from 2 to maybe 12. And there was even a boy at the end taking pole dancing classes. So now, before anybody says anything, because I know, as ridiculous as this is, and as much as you should be able to just come on here and say this is absolutely wrong, you're going to have somebody say that, oh, it's just a form of dancing. No, my daughter being in ballet class is a form of dancing. Not putting your 2-year-old daughter on a pole. I mean, like what are we doing here? We literally we're the girl that we showed on the video last week talking about guys that work for the city aren't any good, and garbage men aren't any good. Regular guys making $70,000 a year aren't any good. They start there. That's where they start. Those are the girls that when you do stuff like that, when you as a mom, it's like, oh, I think this is a good idea for me to put my daughter on a pole. Bro, like when is it ever going to stop, man? Y'all got it, man. I just don't get it. I don't get it.
I'm going to defend it, so I'm not going first.
Wait,
I'll
say
go
that
first.
again. Hey, what you just said, Kev?
Y'all hear me? Okay. I'm going to defend it, so I'm not going first.
Wow. Okay. Well, you professional. First, I'd like to say that what Trevor just said was my talking point. So Mike is right. Secondly, I'd like to say I am highly saddened and perturbed. This is the stuff that I beg. Like when I said earlier in the show, I get mad when women who don't do the thing have something to say about it. That's what I don't like. I don't like the thought that there's women out there who have sense that would help idiots defend this type of action. That's why I just beg for y'all to be quiet. Whenever there's a guy that doesn't take care of his kids, every man in here frowns on him and calls him names and make fun of him, and we would never chill with him because that's not what men do. And I just want the same thing from you all, that when you see women doing things that you know is this is reprehensible, that you would just look at them and go, ew, you are disgusting subhuman, because that's something that grown women would not do. You can tell, you can literally see the generational trauma in these women. They just proud of their 2-year-old sliding on the pole. It's just exercise. It's just dancing. So is walking in the park. Something's wrong with y'all. Now, I can tell you 2 things. 1, they're out of their damn mind. 2, they want attention. That's all that is. All them single women that's doing all this foolishness, they want attention. They're the same ones that say, I don't care what nobody think. I don't want no. Why it's on TV then? Why can I see it? I shouldn't even know this exists. This should be something on Dateline News of 2020, 10 years from now. Did you know back in the 2000s they had stripper class for baby? That's what I should hear. And I should go, nuh-uh, I was alive. I didn't see that. It's disgusting. Yes, Chris Rock said, I remember that. That's my one job. I still use that line today. My one job as a dad is to keep my baby off the pole, and these chicks can't wait to get it on. Why would you even want that skill set in your child? Why? Why? I don't understand what's wrong with y'all. I also don't give a damn. What I do care about is you going around here acting like you're normal, tricking other people like myself into thinking you normal, and then my kid get around your kid and now she's singing Sexy Red and trying to get on the pole. No. That's why I'm joyful that my daughter found a friend this weekend, that both of them got common sense and they both got common sense parents, and I ain't got to worry about none of that stuff. Now all I got to worry about is my credit card being run up on stupid roadblocks. But that's another thing. That's something totally different. I'll welcome that problem because it's much better than seeing if my baby can do the helicopter or the fireman or the surfboard. What? Dude, I used to go to strip clubs talking girls out of the strip club. I had a homegirl who I just talked to on Snapchat the other day, who is a top shelf flight attendant, like top shelf. And she kept going back to the strip club. And I just saw a snap today, she dancing with paces over the nipples. And I'm like, I guess you can't, once it's in them, you can't get it out of them. She got a whole good job and she's still trying to strip on party dance floors. Why would you want to put this in your child? Why would you want to? It's cool. You know what? It's your world, boo-boo. You do what you want. Just stay the hell away from my gene pool.
Wayne, Dan, I do gotta say something to Mike's earlier point, but I'll say that towards the end. Wayne, what you got on this, man? Because we come on here.
I'll keep it short and sweet. I mean, this is MD gynocracy. See, this is Kevin's gynocracy. Unchecked. Okay. Free to entertain anything that comes to your mind. Because I think it, I shall do it. I
So
shall
shall
say
it be. Yep.
So shall it be. This is the gynocracy. This is the matriarch. What we talking about? This is the black community that's ran and led by women and they allow this. That's why it went unchecked. But you go after, guys like MD and Kev want to go after the manosphere and the red pill. But these women just run freaking wild and do whatever thought they can. Again, they can emasculate men. They can go after men's wallet. They can do what resources, whatever. But I'm not surprised, bro. I saw it. I saw it on TikTok. I saw it. I'm not surprised about it. But you go on these panels, they're not even talking about that. They're not even talking about that. They're talking about, Rick Ross girl who's following him around. They're not talking about that. So, I mean, like I said, I keep it short, man. I'm not surprised, bro, because this is the gynocracy that guys like MD and Kev want to protect and defend. But MD want to debate me about the manosphere. He don't, right? Like I saw, it's ridiculous, bro. But y'all go ahead and have it because the gynocracy will eat itself. And you see it. Go ahead, Kev.
And you know what they don't tell you about this, guys? You gentlemen that want this gynocracy, them women don't want y'all. They not gonna choose y'all.
Period.
Y'all think I'm gonna simp up until no. She's
Facts.
still gonna choose people like us because she don't want no weak man. But it's cool. Do what you want. Go ahead, Kev. Show them why they love you.
No problem. So when it comes to that video and your guys' reaction, I can tell that the all the pop culture and the quote unquote normal things that happens in the Black community is like poisoning your objective view of what's going on in that video. So from what I'm seeing, I'm not seeing anything that's going on when it comes to stripper culture, right? I'm seeing kids and mainly girls, and there's one feminine dude, whatever. Mainly girls enjoying themselves in a feminine type of exercise. So yes, pole dancing is something that's associated with stripping, and that's what the Black community mainly looks at. But the principles and the exercise that would come from pole dancing can translate to other things like ballet. It can translate to like aerial like exercise. Like they have this one trick where like you have like a hula hoop and you like you do tricks on that, or like you have like a bunch of ropes that hang from the ceiling and you can like dance on that and stuff like that. So and of course pole dancing is also a form of art and entertainment. So yeah, if it was my girl and she wanted to be like a circus star or like do some type of performative art, that's fine. Of course, I'm gonna supervise the whole situation to make sure she has the appropriate clothes on, to make sure that other kids are having the appropriate clothes on. But
why supervise it? It's okay. Why supervise it?
Nah.
I should supervise. I should supervise everything because that's my kid, especially when it comes to public school as well.
Kev,
go ahead.
Kev, where have you seen pole dancing?
Pole dancing, I've seen it in circus. I've seen it on TV.
You ain't seen no pole dancing in the circus.
Kev, you saw pole dancing at a circus.
Stop lying. They got acrobats in the circus. Stop lying.
You saw
same thing with
You're
acrobats.
lying.
Yep.
There's no such thing as pole dancing. It's stripping. They stripping.
I don't know what the word is, but
that's the word, stripping,
associated with the pole. So yes, pole dancing in the circus.
Stripping.
Yes,
just because this is why I get so mad at people when they change words around and they say, you know what I meant. No, words have meanings. That ain't pole dancing.
Bunk your words.
It's stripping. You don't see poles standing up anywhere but in the strip club. In the circus, it's mud. In the circus, is animals. They don't have poles in the animal cage for the animals to jump on the pole and dance.
Do they not have acrobats?
Acrobats are on a string. It's rope. It's rope. It ain't a pole out the ground in the ceiling. It's not pole dancing.
So okay, so you're basically saying it's fine for white people to do that, but when it comes to black people, it's an issue.
Did anyone hear me say anything about race? Did anybody hear me say a word about race? I ain't even said a
It's not
color.
about race, but it's out there, and white people are doing the performative arts.
I ain't even say yellow. What is he talking about?
Nah. You're moving the goalposts, okay?
I ain't moving nothing.
You're
I haven't
moving
said
the
anything.
goalposts.
What is he
I just told you.
For a person that thinks spinning the block means shooting up a street, you don't know what the hell moving the goalposts means. So I ain't listening to you. You out your damn mind.
Well, I ain't finished my damn point. Let me finish my damn point first.
You ain't I'm making a point. You made your goofy ass. I'm gonna watch my kid like a stripper. Word.
I'm gonna make sure she don't turn out to be a stripper. Yes, exactly.
By allowing her to be on the main tool that they use.
What sense is that? You make no sense. Yo, I believe you woke up this morning to piss me off.
Listen.
You woke up this morning to piss me off. So I'm not gonna rise up to the bait. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna look off in the distance.
Well, you cut me off. Let me finish my damn point. So, okay, listen. If we want to argue about this, whether it could be anything, anything can tip a girl off to be a stripper. Okay, it's not the pole that's the issue.
No, it can't.
And if that's the case, we can look at
No.
all the feminine.
You don't get to lie.
Let me finish my point. We can look at
you don't get to lie
the
and keep going.
Hold
Anything doesn't strip. I know women that have been homeless and they don't strip.
That's great. Maybe they're ugly. I don't know. Whatever.
Wow. Anyways, so now they are okay. Go ahead, Captain Goalpost. Go ahead, bro.
We can look at all the quote unquote feminine sports and see some type of stripper-esque quality to it, right?
Listen to this. Just listen to this. Just listen to this. Just listen to this.
There's nothing stripper about the WNBA.
Dancing around for boys playing
softball in college.
Let him get his point out.
Let him get it out, Mike.
I can't abide by lies.
Anyway,
let him get it out, Mike. Let him ride. Go ahead, Kel.
Girls in public high school go to cheerleading practice with short shorts and mini skirts to dance around for boys. That isn't stripper-esque. Yoga's all about stretching. Stretching.
Stop moving the goalpost.
Stretching in different type of ways that you can look at it in a weird way. And your main issue is a pole, right?
No, sir.
What I'm saying is
no, sir. My main issue is minors on a pole. 2-year-olds on a pole.
Okay, so how do you feel about cheerleading?
What is wrong with you?
How do you feel about cheerleading then? How do you feel? Because it's literally the same thing.
No, it's not.
It's literally the same thing, my guy.
Sir,
it's literally the same.
Sir,
how do you feel about ballet? Literally the same thing, my guy.
Hold up. They have competitions. They have trophies. They have scholarships. They have money set aside for cheerleading. Please find me the stripper Olympics. Please find me where strippers go and get trophies. Please find me where strippers get to go to school on a scholarship because they stripping. I'll wait. Please show me. Show me.
I'm sure there's competitions out there.
Because I'd have known about it.
Pole dancing. I never said stripping.
There is not.
You put that out there.
Okay.
Because you are
sir,
perfect.
The only time people are on poles is when they stripping. Stop capping. There's no such thing as pole
what
dancing.
Are white people doing
it's stripping.
What are white people doing?
It's what you do when you're not stripping. You're moving around as entertainment. It ain't pole dancing, it's stripping.
Bro, Simone Biles.
She don't dance on poles.
What was she wearing? If that's your issue.
A leotard, gym clothes.
A leotard. All type of
and she's 30.
She's an adult.
All type
so
of
start with that.
She's an adult.
Okay, that's fine. But we
at
put our
the
kids
Olympics.
Her cheeks was not out.
Where they give gold medals and endorsements to further your career. There's nobody that's stripping that is furthering anything except their bank account that night. That's it.
That's great.
Nike sponsoring the Nike sponsoring the stripper?
Apparently, Nike got KOD love.
I'm sponsoring the sport. Y'all taking it out into a whole other context because
it's
if
not
you look
a sport.
At the outfits and uniforms with every other feminine type of sports, you could associate that with stripping as well.
No,
Wow.
I couldn't.
Damn near could.
No. So hold
You
up.
damn
So
near
you're
could. If
telling
that's
me,
the situation.
so you're telling me you look at a bathing suit on a 2-year-old and think stripping?
I don't think that at all.
You just said
Same with a pole.
everything associated with women in sports is stripping. A
I'm saying
2-year-old
you can
swimming
argue.
is
I'm
a
saying you can
sport,
argue.
so it's stripping.
I'm saying you
You
can
can
argue.
argue?
You can
How?
argue a 2-year-old in a bathing suit is stripping?
How do you argue the
If it's-
WNBA related to stripping? How can
I
you
can argue what's inappropriate or
college
inappropriate.
baseball,
Yes, I can.
college
A two-piece
softball,
bathing suit?
where are they stripping? College softball, where
Say that
they
again?
stripping at? I want to
College
hear it.
softball?
I watch college softball. I used to be at Florida State. Used to watch it all the time. My homegirl played. Where is
I
the
ain't talking
stripping
about
in
that.
that?
They got clothes on. Volleyball, that's a
You
different
just said you could relate any woman's sports back to stripping.
Hey, Trev, go ahead and close the show, bro. I don't want to talk to this dude no more, bro. Bro, go ahead, bro.
Oh,
Hey, Wayne, my dude, you know what I'm saying? Love you, Wayne. You know what it is. I don't know.
Where's MD?
All right. Yeah. Call for MD.
Hey, you notice MD ain't say nothing in a minute because even he think you out your damn mind.
So let me say this because I really feel Wayne is. I'm not Wayne. I really feel Kev is trolling, and I get it. You got to play that role. So Saturday I'm doing the Dolphin the playoff show, and Mike shows up. So I hadn't seen Mike since high school. So I hadn't seen Mike since we were like 18, 19 years old. And he shows up, and so he brings it, he has his daughter with him. And just well-mannered young lady, dressed down to her ankles, looking like a little girl is supposed to look. And her and my daughter immediately hit it off. You know what they didn't do? They didn't say, "Oh, let's go." My daughter didn't say, "Oh, I know what to do. Let's go in my room so we could go watch the latest Cardi B or Meg Thee Stallion or Sexy Red video." You know what they did? They went in the corner of the family room and played with damn Barbie dolls like little girls are supposed to do. The problem is you guys are making your kids older than what they're supposed to be too soon. And then you got people like this I just cannot believe that you telling the truth, justifying this. Like literally trying to make every excuse in the world as to why this is okay. There's not a place on earth you can go and have a stripper pole and not make it synonymous with shaking ass. There's no way. My daughter was a gymnast. My daughter was in ballet. And never once did their instructor say, "Hey, you know what we're going to do today? We're going to bring a damn stripper pole so y'all could coordinate how to come down the goddamn ceiling." Like at some point, we got to just cut the bull crap and call what it is. You got a bunch of women that probably shouldn't have had kids living out their fantasies through their daughters now. You know what my daughter doesn't do? My daughter doesn't wear tight clothes. My daughter still wears the bubbles and crap in her hair. My daughter still has braids. My daughter still looks like a damn 8-year-old.
As she should.
My daughter doesn't walk around portraying to be a 15-year-old kid when she's 8. Mike's daughter never met my daughter before. This is the first time they ever met each other. They literally been on the phone for the past 2 days playing freaking Roblox and Toca Boca, doing things that little kids are supposed to do. You know what they're not doing? They're not making TikToks dancing suggestively so grown freaks could watch them. This is what I don't understand. I can't wrap my bald ass head around what's going on here. Why are we okay with our little girls performing whorish acts? And then your mom is the one that's doing it. And nobody's checking them. Nobody, this shit goes unchecked because I got to listen to people tell me, oh, it's not in their nature. Why can't we do it? Why can't we let them do what they're supposed to do? Bro, I've been said that the black community is a matriarchal community, and that is the problem why we are in the condition that we are in now. And it is time for men to get back in their rightful place and try to save the girls, try to save our little boys, because I'm not going to look over the fact that they also had a little boy coming down the stripper pole. Oh, you tell me that kid ain't going to get made fun of when he go to school Monday morning, because again, the mom don't give a damn about the psychological torture that she going to put her little boy in. So now other little boys in school going to be calling him a punk. They're going to call him a sissy. They're going to call him the F word. Because mom thought it was cute. Mom thought it was okay for my son to come down the goddamn pole. I can't with y'all. That's why I act the way that I am. Like I literally just can't with this. I can't. Nobody's checking this shit. So I'm not going to silence Wayne. I'm not going to silence Mike. It is what it is. Like, this shit had to go. It has to be checked. It has to be checked. And I know y'all sending me this videos because y'all want me to talk about it. Y'all want us to check it because y'all don't want to do it. So you put it on us. So we'll bear the burden. We'll be the bad guys. It is what it is. We'll constantly bash Kev because Kev ain't going nowhere. We keep Kev around because y'all love Kev. Y'all love Kev. But we're going to constantly bash him. When he makes a great point, hey, it's all good. You made a fantastic point, young Kev. But when you try to justify foolishness like this, I can't rock with you, man, because I have a little girl. Mike has a little girl. I think Wayne got 2 girls, right? Or you got just 1?
2.
Wayne got 2 girls. And never at one point did we ever say, we're going to buy our daughter for Christmas. Let's buy her a stripper pole. Oh, it's a lot of money in stripping. It's a lot of money in stripping. Let's buy my daughter a stripper pole. Wow. Let's buy my daughter the booty shorts because we want her to be just like Sexy Red when she grows up. Come on, man. Get out of here with that bullshit, man. Hey, this community needs men. This community needs men more than ever because the truth of the matter is we failing. We failing as a whole, and the men need to step up and save our kids, reclaim our kids, and that's just the bottom line. I'm done. Y'all could go ahead and get your clothes out. I'm done.
I don't have control of the panel, but boom.
Yeah, that's a bomb. That's a bomb. Yeah,
Spirit fingers.
I'm a little hurt, so I'm not gonna give it to you.
And I agree, Keela. Mike is a fantastic father. Like, I saw that. Let me tell you something. It hurt Mike. And Mike like to talk. Y'all know. So what y'all see here is what you get in real life. I poured Mike a cup of Long Island, and he just was sitting there just going. And Mike was like, man, it's gonna hurt me so bad to have to break this up. Cause that's the dad in you. Like, you see your kid having fun, you see your kid chilling with another kid, and you just like, man, I don't want to break this up. Bro, that's what I'm saying, man. I see how these dudes are with their kids, man. Like, that's why we could be so bold with what we say. I couldn't be the guy that don't take care of my daughter and come up here and talk so bold. I couldn't do that. I'm a much better father than I am a husband. And I think I'm a good husband. But the truth of the matter is, I just think I'm a fantastic father because I take care of that little girl with my life. And that's the truth of the matter. So there ain't no way in the hell we are able to come up here and say this. We deserve, we have earned the right to come up here and talk the way we do because we in the trenches. We put in the work. We get up every day. We go to work. We take care of our kids. So we got a voice when it comes to saying, oh, this is foolishness. This is utter foolishness. Social media has turned some of you into just complete assholes. Like, complete assholes. Like, bro, like, it's ridiculous. Y'all do anything for the gram. Anything.
Trevor's good and fiery.
Man, they do anything for the damn TikTok. They do anything for the gram. They do anything at the risk of making their kids little whores and little niggas that's going to try to knock somebody off when they get older. Y'all do that. the environment. You're fostering an environment to make them be that way. And all I'm saying, don't bring them around my child.
Facts.
I don't want them in my vicinity.
Now we talking my language.
I don't
Keep
want
them
them
over
around
there.
my daughter. My daughter and Mike's daughter, I'm listening to them talking. I'm like, man, listen to these two little nerds. But you know what? Let them be nerds together.
Yes.
And that's the truth of the matter. That's as much as I can say about that. Y'all got it, man. Y'all can go ahead and close out now. I'm done.
I still giggle about that coffee cake conversation. That thing had me rolling. Go ahead, Kev. I know you like to run fast.
No hard feelings, hopefully. And listen, I'm not trolling. I'm standing on business, all right?
You're trolling.
And I'm gonna continue to stand on business.
You're trolling. Right? You're trolling.
I know you guys can't take the heat. Trev, you good. You good in my books. I know you can't say any heat either. So I know
well, you're not even an entrepreneur. You can't stand on business.
Huh? Say that again.
I said you're not an entrepreneur. You can't stand on business.
Technically, I am. But anyways, yeah, good show. It was funny. And yeah, man, just let me rock out, and you can make your points. That's my only critique. But all right, boys, good seeing you again. Chat, you cracked me up, except for Maria.
All right.
You lost points for me in my book. I'm sorry, but anyways, y'all, peace.
Hey, Kev, ain't no hard feelings with Kev, man. Kev is what Kev is.
Holla at me this weekend, Kev. It's been too long.
Oh man, Wayne, gonna give you a close. Oh yeah, we got 3 minutes. Gonna give you a close out, Wayne.
Oh, all right, real quick, man. Nothing personal. Kev is the little bull. Kev is the little brother. You know. Trev, Mike, man, appreciate y'all. Good show. Everybody in the chat. Everybody who gonna listen later on. Peace. Have a good night. Next week, let's do it again. Let's keep killing it. I'm out.
All right, peace, Wayne.
Yeah.
Mike, gonna wrap us up, man. MD I swear, MD says, Kev, I need you on my team. You have a profound intellectual.
He's trolling.
MD, you tripping. MD, you tripping. I'm sorry I had to come back. MD tripping. MD tripping, man. All right, y'all boys, I'm out.
All right, Wayne.
All right, Black Lion. Hey, man, first off, Tequila, thank you for what you said. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm the exact opposite of Trevor. Trevor feels like he's doing a great job. I always feel like I'm sucking. Pause. Oh, that sounded bad. As a parent, I feel like I suck as a parent. But I'm always trying to be better. I'm always trying to do better. I think the best thing I did for her was getting her linked up with Trevor's daughter. Like they be on one. It's a beautiful thing to see. Men out there, for real. Men out there, don't ever quit for your kid. I don't care what them women drag you through, how many court cases. Never stop. I don't care what it is. Make that shoot. Hey, put up a donate. I saw one put up a donation to get a kid out of jail. Put up a donation to fight child support. Something, whatever it takes. I'll throw a 20 at it. Y'all know I will. I love my baby. I'm about to go kiss on her. Y'all make me feel a little emotional. I appreciate it. But I'm a man, so I ain't gonna cry on camera. Thank you all, and y'all have a good night. I'm not manosphere, but I'm a man, and that's clear. Holla at your boy.
All right, it's Mike. Oh, well, Straight Talk Society, there you have it. Another fantastic episode of Man Talk Monday. Oh, man, we were at full strength today, and I think we had a fantastic show. MD, I got to get you and Wayne together in the ring because, again, I don't know if MD be trolling, man. I can't tell. I cannot tell. But shout out to the best moderator in the business, Keela. Shout out to One Love. Shout out to Kev. Shout out to Big Wayne. Shout out to Maria G, Ricardo. Who else did I see? Cliff came through. I said One Love. Moon Goddess. Peace to everybody. If I missed you, Adrian Cutler even came through. Peace to everybody. If I missed you, I don't want to have to go all the way back up, but you know that I do appreciate the support that you guys give to the channel. Be on the lookout for the merch coming soon, the Straight Talk Society t-shirts. And like I said, if you do feel inclined, please drop your boy $1 or $2 in the tip jar via super chat or super sticker, however you want to do it. Hey, it's not a requirement, but if you want to, you can show us some love. Yeah, shout out to MD, man. I'm telling you, man, MD is the man. MD is the man. We're gonna bust his head next week, but MD is the man. But with all that being said, I do see they put the score in. The Buffalo Bills are advancing, beating the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think it was 38-17 or 31-17, something to that effect. But I'm out of here. Tomorrow night, Tape Fist Politics will be back in the building. Y'all make sure and tune into that show. Y'all make sure and come by and show Tape Fist Politics some love, because that show gets blocked on every opportunity YouTube has to block it. They do block that show, which just means that it's good, and it just needs to keep getting the word out of it. So y'all be sure and stop by and let those fellas know that they're doing a great job. With all that being said, we will be back here Wednesday for Wrestling with Reality. We will be back Thursday for a debate. Hey, Straight Talk Society is where it at. With all that being said, I leave you with these words. Always seek out the truth for yourself, because if not, you'll fall victim to other people's interpretations of them. Man Talk Monday next week. Try loving somebody. Peace.
Why are you so aggressive, black man? I'm like, it's a no-win.
Always aggressive black man.
What's up, man?
Wayne.
Mike.
Oh, okay. Hey man, cut the sexiness out, man. Ain't no women on the panel. Man, we on here talking all sexy.
He just goes on. He just went off on you like that just for no reason.
Yeah, man.